talk yourself into wealth, health, and happiness. And what does that mean? Well, it means even though it's the thinking that creates the boxes, so you can't think outside of a box because thinking creates boxes of information boxes that then are then auctioned off or sold off for people to accept or reject. And what happens when people don't know what they're doing, they're believing their thoughts. And you have to go, if you really watch those thoughts, it's not you, and your thoughts don't wish you well. And everyone has this fear, what you'd say, most people, of this fear-based mentality where, and also from the history and all of the persecution of humans and animals. And actually what the Vedas, the Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam and such teach is that, and you can see how it works, it's the killing of animals and the eating of animals that creates war on humanity, because humanity, then people, have no compassion. Because if we do not have compassion for an animal, because we want to end its physical existence and consume it for our body to continue in some way. You can also see and look at how these different changes, like when sugar first came, and the Dutch were the first to actually make it a big product out in that long time. And then you can see how different diseases started. You can get a lot of that in Michael Tessarian's book on, forgot the name of it. It was, it's about Atlantis and something else. But anyway, it's got this great chronological order of how things have happened, as he's gained from many different, historians and such. And you could see the correlations of between when this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened. Begin to notice when then diseases were happening, and the sicknesses and the plagues and all of these sort of things. So anyway, the whole thing then about talking yourself into wealth, health, and happiness is people are talking themselves out of it. But the problem with just trying to talk yourself into accepting what's really absolutely true is your own divine happiness. You are absolute love, which is no opposite. People are trying to teach you love as an opposite because fear is the opposite of love, or hate's. No, real love has no opposite. Lust has an opposite, because it is like and dislike. And that's called duality. You like it, you don't like it. You like it, you don't like it. You like it, you don't like it. And so you know that when sometimes you think you love someone, in a moment you can hate them, which means you never really love them, because you have expectations of how they need to be in order for you to be happy. See, how you talk yourself into wealth, health, and happiness is to use your words to get beyond words to the state of knowing. That is the mystical path of the mystics. And when you really look at what does that mean, and you can find the mystics in all the different religions, because they go beyond that religion. They have found the secrets to whatever it is that they were searching, and what most people are searching for is immortality or eternal life. First of all, you don't get eternal life. You don't go in. You are eternity and you are life. It's all about you. This is us. And then those living entities, like animals, they're living beings like us, come from the same fabric. They have feelings. They care. Dogs, they get shamed. Some of these dog videos. Who did that to the pillow? The dog. It's like, they're so sweet. Oh, the cow, everything. And in that Veda's teaching that when the cow, then being the most giving of all animals, is mistreated and abused and slaughtered and tortured, and then people eat this and everything like we were taught to do because that's supposed to be for health and everything. No, it's a source of ill. You take a look at it and you notice this. You notice what's going on. And actually the teeth and the body are designed to be eating herbs and fruits and seeds and grains, if you will. So all of this kind of thing. And when to talk ourselves into the health, the wealth, health, and happiness is to use your words to empower yourself, and do not believe the words that are flowing through your mind. And you're going to use the words at the highest state, because in metaphysical teachings of the science of mind that I used, but also that was one of the paths, and I went it took me to the root of that. I'm a rootist. I want to know where does it call? Where do I get that truth that actually liberates me from all limitation? Unlimits me. It's like frees me to be all that I am, and so therefore, that is all that I know. Is I ask my inner God, my inner being, and after a while, you don't need to use words, because your inner being, your God within, your divine, your partner, your beloved, knows what you need to have before you ever have need of it, obviously, and for here as well, not just for in the purely spiritual realm, because as you know who you are, and you use your words to empower you, instead of speaking words that are disempowering you and depowering you and creating suffering and success and failure, like and dislike, and taking sides all the time. So we got to keep that fight going. We got to have the fight against and the fight against and the fight. It makes it happen. And start to look. You can see that. And then after a while, people say, we won't want you to know this. So we're out there blowing up all these ancient sites of ancient mysteries, schools, and everything, after we've already robbed all the museums and back engineered, all this kind of stuff. We want people to think there's nothing more than what they're taught and told to believe is true. And there's nowhere you can go. This is why it's so important for you now to do whatever you can in every way to truly know and be who you really are. Not who you think you are, not following those thoughts and beliefs. It's taking a look at where the programming, how it happens, how the illusion is created, how the hypnotic trance is operating by keeping us glued to the thing, the that, the this, instead of here. And when you're here, life's good, because you are life. See? And you use your words such as, we know that there is one power, one source of all. And we also know that source or that partner, that beloved, supreme being, creator, that's the fabric of our being. That's who we are. That's what we're part of. We belong to. We're immersed in. Just like the ocean water. Every drop is part of the whole, and yet has all the qualities, but not the power. And yet when we stay connected as a little drop, we have the entire resources of that entire body of water, but the divine, unlimited, working in, around, and through us. And so instead of talking about all your problems, instead of talking about how bad it is, know what's going on and give that information out there, but stay centered in your own being. Because if you get caught up in the duality and the taking sides and emotionalizing it and visualizing it and believing it and speaking and acting of it, what do you know is going to happen? Because you're already there in consciousness. This out here is the past. Yes. The now is all there is. And when I'm in the now, you see, I'm in the now, even among the past, because I don't have past or future. And so talk yourself into being who you really are. That's why I suggest you read my books and listen to these and watch these videos and share it with others. And there's so much. Open yourself to all the goodness and greatness and that you can have now. Now. It's all here. It's all part of you.